This is the Riot Podcast for Friday.
Probably the best thing coming out of this podcast will be a new appreciation of, if you're a fan of 21 Pilots, their new song, Jumpsuit. Did you include that in this?
I did, because I feel like I've unlocked the hidden meaning.
Now, if you've never heard the song, we would suggest go to RadioU.com, listen to the song, and then pop on back, and you'll understand it more.
Oh, I think you guys are going to get it. I think a lot of people are going to understand it. It's real. So there's that. We also get into some Halo, littering. Man, an idea for, quite frankly, the finest merch RadioU's probably ever had.
I forgot about that.
It's in there.
A lot of talk about that. A lot of text message about that.
Umbrellas for shade. McDonald's unveils chicken that could reshape the universe.
Well, a sauce edition. I feel like it's the sauce. It's still on their same chicken tenders, but somehow it looks better now.
They come together and make something really special. And then we've got they're saying a record-breaking roller coaster. We'll see if they pull it off.
Thank you so much for listening to the podcast. We've got more if you go to Radio U Riot on Facebook and YouTube, or if you just want to check it all out, riot.radiou.com is our center for everything.
Don't forget, Nikki, also that National Radio Day is coming up on Monday.
Yeah, and you're like, what? It's a podcast thing. Well, we're on radio.
Yeah, so this is the thing. For National Radio Day, we want you to wear your Radio U merch. We want you to turn the podcast up really loud. We want you to tell everybody about Radio U. And whether you want to do it through an email, since you're a podcaster, you can email riot@radiou.com. A phone call, which would be awesome, 877-2-RADIO-U, or a text message. Tell us what you love about Radio U. We want to hear it. So you guys have a great weekend.
Bye.
Bye.
Cleveland celebrates failure with a parade. We celebrate failure with the worst of the riots.
Go ahead, Nikki. Sing it.
I don't remember it exactly.
The thing with Halo for me is this. I feel like basically if you're talking about video games and you're not talking about Fortnite, nobody cares. You talking about the Fortnite patch? Or are you talking about the patch that's going to be coming? Are you talking about when the playground with the dances and the skins? Is that what you're talking about? Because if you're not talking about that, I'm out already.
That has dominated the scene. But it's been a while for Halo since it's kind of had its heyday.
I know. Oh, and I saw what you did there. It's Halo Day.
And I don't know if, because of our current gaming climate, can it climb back in if it did anything new?
What is it with you and the local news talk?
Oh, I know.
Did you hear? She's like, with this climate, I don't know if it climbed back in.
I mean, we'll see
Halo's
a storm
had its
of.
heyday. I'm telling you what, right now, you're set to be our new local news anchor with talk like that, Nikki.
Well, I didn't want to tell you so soon, but I am transitioning over to that. I'm moving to, doing local news.
They announced yesterday, you are right, though, Halo is just not what it used to be, because really what made Halo so great is not so much its campaign, but of course its multiplayer, and lots of people have kind of moved past that. But I even read
They've moved on.
I read a great article yesterday on Kotaku basically talking about, hey, if you like Halo 5's multiplayer is really, really good. And they're right. Like, it is a very solid entry. It's not my thing, but it is really good. But they announced yesterday at E3 Halo Infinite, they showed off a trailer for it. They're like, oh, man, it's so good we couldn't put a number on it. But a lot of people are speculating, like, hey, what is this? Is it just going to be
in the number line of all the other Halos?
Will it be a battle royale kind of game? Is it going to be like ODST? Like, what is this thing? And yesterday, Microsoft confirmed that Halo Infinite is Halo 6. So it will be the third in this new trilogy of games, and the storyline is supposed to wrap up, which is good because Halo 5 story was, let me put it to you this way. I don't really remember it at all.
And if you don't remember it.
I know. I mean, it's something like something go to a planet, Master Chief and that guy hit each other, something at the end, Cortana. That's what I remember.
Enough. I think you got most of it.
That's pretty much all I got. So am I excited to see the story wrap up? Am I excited to have another game to play on my Xbox? Sure.
No one's mad at that.
Sure,
no one hates that part.
Hey, man, Halo, high production values, big launch. Like, I'm in favor of it. They did not say when we could expect it, though I'm speculating next year.
So this would be Halo Infinite, which is Halo 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what they're confirming.
The news.
They're kind of, that's what it is. Why didn't they put a 6 on it? I don't know. I really don't know.
Don't tell them what to do.
Okay, I'll stop.
You can't put them in that number box.
You know what? Don't put a label on me.
Yeah, you're labeling them, but they don't want to.
Don't put a label on me. I mean, we know that Microsoft doesn't really do numbers very well. You went from the Xbox to the Xbox 360. They skipped 348 Xbox numbers, and then they went to the Xbox One.
There you go.
See? I don't know what they're doing over there.
And this way, in case they want to go back on that, be like, no, we didn't say that.
What are you talking about?
It's not on the actual packaging.
What? No.
You'd think that after all these years of hearing me make fun of the riot, people would have stopped listening by now. Maybe it's one of those can't stop staring at a train wreck situations. It's the riot on Radio U.
So I run in the morning. I sometimes feel bad about saying it because I feel like sometimes people are accusing me of maybe humble bragging, like, oh, I went running.
Oh, not at all.
It's just a thing. I don't necessarily recommend it because it's dark and I'm tired. But it's fine. If you're going to run, I will say, if you're going to run, running in the morning is a great time to do it.
It gets it out of the way.
It does.
And it's not as hot for all areas.
And you feel entitled to have a cookie or whatever it is.
2 cookies.
2 cookies.
Two
Thank
cookies.
you. So the thing that I've started noticing is there's this one stretch that I run past, and it's becoming a favorite for people who, I guess, drink beer to throw their beer cans out in the grass. And it drives me a little crazy. I'm like, guys, this is our place. This is our little space. Why are you throwing trash in our little space, guys? And so I keep seeing these Coors Light beer cans.
That's what they're going with.
Whatever. I keep running past them. And then one day it finally occurred to me, like, you know what? They're not coming back to get them. I thought they just accidentally left them here.
You made a mistake.
And they were intending to come back and just clean it all up.
No one's come back.
No one's coming back, Nikki. Nobody's going to clean up the beer cans. So I did something that I felt was a little unfair and a little ridiculous.
Did you clean up the cans?
I grabbed some cans and carried some beer cans on my run back. I was glad to see that someone hadn't taken their trash can in, so I just dumped them in their trash can.
Put them in there.
And then I felt a little guilty because I didn't recycle them. But, that's better than them sitting out on the lawn, right?
True.
Yeah. So I feel a little put out by the whole thing. But I got to thinking about this, right? Think about your own life. I'll bet you that there's some trash in your life that is not your fault. It's not your fault. You've been abused, talked down to. I don't know, whatever it is. Somebody has dumped some trash in your life that is not your fault. And you keep walking past it like, well, they got to come back and get it because I'm not going to mess with it. Whatever. But the trash remains in your space. Here's something I want you to know. God is willing to come into your life and pick up some trash. You didn't drop it off there. It's not your fault. You didn't ask for it to be this way. But hello, Coors Light cans.
It's
right?
there.
It's there. Somebody else, and that person's not coming back. They don't care. They're not going to fix it. They're not going to clean it up. Well, you know what? I want you to know that God's tired of other people's trash in your life, and he wants to come and clean it out. Now, sure, you've got some of your own trash to take out, too. I get that. I get it. But there's a lot of different kinds of trash. You don't have to do it alone. Jesus loves you. He doesn't want to blame you for the trash. He doesn't want to yell at you about the trash. He wants to come in and help you get it cleaned up. You just got to ask him. Just say, Jesus, I want that. I want you to come into my life. I want you to fill me with your spirit. There are Coors Light cans everywhere. I've got trash. Would you help me get it cleaned up? I want to be free of this stuff. God loves you. You matter. He wants to be a part of your life, and he is going to help you get that out.
Once again, there just wasn't enough material for Best of the Riot. Actually, there wasn't any Best of the Riot at all. None. Zero. Look, it's all bad. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not bad. It's the worst. Radio U.
Okay, Nikki, here's what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
I think I want one of these.
What is
it? They say that it's for pregnant women.
What is it? Oh, a body pillow?
Oh, it's not a body pillow. It's a maternity pillow contoured U-shape with back support.
No, that is a body pillow, but it's just a big one.
It's so much more than a body pillow.
Sure, you can get one. They're not just for that.
I know, but they call it a maternity body pillow, and I'm like, well, what if I have a big belly, but for different reasons?
It's not too bad. Price-wise, it's only like $25.
Doesn't it look nice?
It does. It looks comfortable. Can you imagine how, snuggled in you would be with this body pillow.
It'd make me feel like a baby.
I know. Maybe that's why it's good.
Look at that. So here's the deal. It is literally a large
Looks
U.
like a tab that you put on a bag of bread, like the little plastic tab.
It does. It does.
It just looks like that.
So I'm the bread bag.
Yeah, but it's giant, and you kind of put your body in it.
Oh. And
it's free in-store pickup.
It holds you. And it loves you, and it tells you that you're pretty.
Yes, every day.
And it rocks you to sleep.
Every day.
And you know what? All you have to do is hold it, and as you breathe in and out, it just kind of rocks you back and forth, and then pretty soon...
Do not read the comments section.
Oh, do they have bad things to say?
Well, it's just because a lot of people like you are wondering if it'd be okay to get it, and they just don't use the friendliest of terms.
Also for men with big beer belly.
Yeah, or...
See, there it is again. I don't drink beer. What if it's just big belly?
They say if you've got back pain, someone, if you had surgery, it might be nice and quite comfortable.
The one about the brother? My brother that is the worst.
I told you it's mean. I told you everybody likes to troll in the comments. Don't read them.
That is the worst. I'm going to have to buy a new bed just so I can fit this in it.
It would be great.
Oh, but it looks so comfortable, right?
So for $25, you should totally get that. What if you did a review of it? It'd be hilarious.
Obadiah's full body maternity pillow.
Video
review. Here I am in my nightie, and this is what I like to have.
For $25.
And for $25. So comfortable, right?
So are you going to do it, or are you just looking at it?
Just looking at it.
Just looking.
I'd rather take that $25 towards a 4K Blu-ray I won't watch.
Okay, because that just sits on the shelf. This can actually make you sleep better.
I know.
So why won't you get that?
Because, Nikki, I like to have sleepless nights and movies that I don't have time to watch. That's the life I've chosen for myself.
People are so mean. They're like, looks comfy. I just ordered one for my big sister. It's just so mean. What's wrong with people?
The only thing I can say is that it gets hot as Hades. Well, that's not good because I'm already in the middle of the night. I'm so freaking hot right now.
The body pillow will get hot.
All right. Well, there it is. I just don't like the fact that they just assume that it's a maternity pillow. Men have needs too, guys.
You could have this body. It might not sell as well if they don't, market it towards that.
Bluestone full body fat man pillow, contoured U shape.
It doesn't quite look the same.
It doesn't roll off the tongue.
It's hard to market it that way.
Well, you know what? I resent that fact.
Some have said that if you just keep listening to The Riot, you'll learn to love them. Has that really worked for anybody yet? Has anyone tested that? It's The Riot on Radio U.
I want to say what's up to our news guy, Nick. I really appreciate it.
Well, he wanted to chime in on the body pillow. Not controversy, but just topic.
He texted over and said, I unashamedly use a body pillow, and they can rip it from my moisturized and exfoliated dead hands.
It's just a pillow, guys. But it seems like it's a sensitive thing.
Well, how many pillows do you sleep with?
I actually don't like sleeping with a pillow, remember?
Oh, that's right.
So
you have no pillows?
I have one, but what I do is I sleep on my side and I just kind of hold it.
Yeah.
But that's it. I don't usually sleep with it under my neck.
That's pretty common. I sleep with 3 pillows. I've got one that I've kind of for my legs, one that I'm holding on to, one for my neck.
You mean what would be perfect to switch out for just one body pillow?
One big pillow. But this would be like a 4th pillow that's touching me from behind. And so it'll be like I'm spooning with a pillow.
Oh, it's on sale, too.
And I'll tell you what, to me, that feels like I'm one step away from getting the body pillow anime girl
oh, no, that
sheet
was
on.
different. No.
Hey, look, it's not weird. I just like to snuggle with her while I sleep.
No, that's just a one long body pillow. This is the U-shaped body pillow.
Don't worry, Nikki. People have figured out ways to make it fit.
It's weird.
Don't you worry about it.
All right, don't make it weirder.
Listen, I'm not making it weirder. I'm just telling you that when you get to the point where you're like, I need a pillow to, envelop me and be there with me all the time, you're getting closer to, and this is my girlfriend. It's Yukio.
Halloween?
And yes, she does ride in the carpool lane with me. So what?
Okay, that's practical. And before you know it, she's coming to work.
I have 2 chairs in my office. One for me, one for her.
One for her. And no one says anything about it.
All right. It's fine. I'm just telling you, there are things.
Okay.
There are people.
Well, thanks, Nick, for including your comment in there as well.
Mm-hmm. Andrew says, I'm right there with you, Obi. I also sleep with 3 pillows.
Is that the magic number?
Hey, I'll tell you right now, when I travel, I take pillows with me. I'm done.
You do?
Yeah, because I'm done screwing around.
Why you ask the hotel for an extra pillow?
Oh, no, hotels are different. But, like, if I go to a friend's house, I'm like, hey, don't judge me, but I've got 14 pillows, and I've got supplies. Because, like, if I'm here, I'm sleeping, and I'm getting some good sleep.
Do you bring, like, a portable fan? Because I know, we like...
I have.
You have? Okay. Because nothing's worse than if you go to someone's house and they have different body needs, like temperature-wise, than you do. Mm-hmm. And so if they don't have a fan and, like, they're fine and they're freezing.
I'll tell you right now, yes. Okay. For the most part. Sometimes I forget, but I will take a fan. Yeah. I have been criticized heavily for carrying a fan into a hotel room. And I'll tell you what. You're looking at somebody that doesn't care.
Because I want to sleep. I want to be comfortable.
I'm taking my anime girl body pillow and my fan.
And no one's going to say anything about it.
Go ahead. Say something. I dare you.
You are so fun. I'm sure that's why all your friends are like, sure, come on over. Stay over.
One of those items is real.
You guys decide which one it is.
You decide which one it is.
Let's take all of the most mind-numbing things the Riot has ever said and play them again.
It's a stupid idea, but I love it.
It's the Riot on Radio U.
In the middle of all of this discussion regarding the body pillow, I feel like we've missed the most obvious Radio U merch tie-in in the history of tie-ins.
You want us to do body pillows?
Wait for it. An enormous wraparound body pillow that's U-shaped. It's the RadioU U-Pillow.
Because it's already U-shaped?
The U-Pillow, that's right. And so we just make the U look logo-like. Now, put RadioU on the side of it.
You know how sometimes we have great ideas, but then someone comes in, it's like the party pooper? Mm-hmm. I'm going to just ruin the idea.
Are you going to be superintendent pooper right now?
Well, I have to be the practical one. The shipping. The shipping's going to be too hard.
It's going to kill us?
It's going to kill us. Especially if we did a free shipping time, we'll die. Can you imagine? And storage is also an issue, too. I'm not going to lie.
Storage, you mean here at the building?
Yeah, we only have so much space. And unless these things are like vacuum sealed, we won't be able to get them out to anybody.
Okay, they should come sealed. Definitely.
Well,
and
yes.
When we have them printed, they'll send them to us in shipping-ready containers.
And then we just forward it.
So we just put it out there.
Just worried about that. I'm just going to make sure that we notice that there might be a problem with shipping. Because sometimes when you buy things online, no one wants to pay shipping anymore. But it's expensive. And if they see it's like $45 for shipping for the U body pillow.
Okay. I see what you're saying, but let's think about this. Recently, a website that I like, they made hockey jerseys that were like their logo, and then on the back, you could get your name printed on them. So they had a couple of things they did. One of them was, it was like they weren't going to do them at all until at least 100 people pre-ordered them.
Oh, we have commitment.
So they had to have that level of commitment. Then they also agreed, you had to sign a thing like twice that was like, hey, this is my name. This is what it looks like. Yeah. This is the proof. There's no returning this thing because once it's made, and you have to pay for it. So we do something like that, and people know up front that it's a premium item. So you know how you have your merch store, but then you have your premium merch store? Yeah. It's a premium item. So we got to get 100 commitments. So who wants to spend $150?
Is that what we're going to say it's going to be?
Well,
because the Walmart one we were talking about earlier is on sale for $25. We could just put a U on that.
Like with some crayons?
Put
like
a
some fabric markers?
Fabric paint, like a puffy paint.
Okay, all right, okay.
You'd be like, why does it come off? We could do an iron-on.
Don't scratch it.
Don't scratch it.
Don't pick at it.
Don't do that.
Oh, my gosh. Kyle just killed it.
Kyle
says, what if the RadioU Pillow had It's Practically Christmas printed on it? Tell me you don't want it.
Andrew says, put me down for the RadioU body pillow.
That's
you got one.
That's one.
You got one. I don't know if it's enough to make the order yet.
It's got the RadioU logo on one side, and it's Practically Christmas around the top. And every night you put your head on that part. And before you go to sleep every night, you have to read, It's Practically Christmas.
And there's a little button you can push and it plays
This song.
music.
It plays this song.
This one.
Okay. It's got a pressure sensitive thing at the top so that when your head hits it, it plays this song when you lay your head down.
To sing you to sleep.
So you read It's Practically Christmas and you put your head down and this is what you hear.
Money! We're printing money!
Oh, man. I mean, I'll bet you we could get commitments for at least 2 of these.
Well, we got one.
I know, we just need one more.
We're not going to probably actually be able to make the RadioU body pillow, by the way, guys.
The idea was too good,
This is just
everybody.
his ideas.
There are a lot of reasons to listen to the Riot every morning. For example, give me a minute. There's got to be at least one. It's the Riot on Radio U.
Now, Jason Bourne. Movies that they made 400 years ago.
So wait, was Jason Bourne, that was always Matt Damon, right? It wasn't
No.
like
yes and no.
Okay. It's
'Cause
not
remember,
like the one guy.
They had 3 Bourne movies, and then they had the Bourne...
no,
okay, wait. We're going to have to get it.
We're
All
gonna
right.
we're gonna have to go online,
It was like
guys.
this. There was the Bourne Identity in 2002.
Uh-huh.
There was the Bourne Supremacy in 2004. There was the Bourne Ultimatum in 2007. And those were all Matt Damon. Then there was the Bourne Legacy. That had Jeremy Renner in it. And he's the guy that
And
plays
Matt Damon?
Hawkeye in the Avengers. No.
So is that the one where he was like in the wrestling or in the ring and he's
Nope.
fighting? No? Boy.
That was... crap, where's the other Bourne? That's the one that was just... I think that one was just called Jason Bourne.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was.
Bourne.
Yeah, no.
Just Jason Bourne.
It's
Jason Bourne.
Yeah, because Bourne will be what they probably end up calling like the 18th movie at some point when they're rebooting it. And Matt Damon's like, I have a secret clone baby who's now grown up to be young and attractive, and I'm passing on to him.
So is Jason Bourne continuing then?
Well, yes and no. If you look at it, the Jason Bourne movies are about Project Treadstone. And that was the United States Black Ops, CIA, whatever, to turn regular guys into super spies and assassins.
Mm-hmm.
And so, what do you think if we just took that idea, that framework, and did a lot of jaggy cuts and shaky camera?
And made it into
And we
a
put
new
it on
movie.
TV.
Oh, a TV show. Okay,
Yeah.
where's that going? Is it a TNT?
It's not.
A TBS?
It's not.
A Netflix?
No. Netflix would be like, hey, maybe I'm interested.
And Amazon? Do they have stuff from the other show coming out at the end of this month?
No.
What else is there?
USA. I know. It's like, oh, that's too bad. That's
Not like in a USA way, but in
not
just like
that.
USA Network.
Not like that.
That's
USA
well, maybe
Network.
there's something on there.
Do they? Well, remember they had like Monk that one time.
They have stuff. They're still on.
Yeah, I mean
It's still a
running.
network, so
Yeah.
okay. Well, that's I wasn't gonna watch it anyways. It didn't really matter what channel it was on.
I might have, but I'm sorry to say, telling
You're
me
not
this
for
on
that
USA,
network?
I'm like, no. It's like, you know how networks, their shows have a certain look and feel.
Yes,
and
it does.
They all have that look and feel, no matter what what it is. It's going to be like that, and I don't like the look and feel of shows on USA. And I know that's dumb, but it just
It's
it
true,
just
though.
is. Like that's how I feel about it. So
Now, when will this Jason Bourne TV show be?
it's not a Jason Bourne TV show,
but
Nikki. It's a spinoff.
A spinoff from that.
It's going to be next fall.
Next
or
fall?
probably into next winter, but they're saying probably late 2019. I did see, because they kept giving it away, I finally saw Jason Bourne, which I didn't see in theaters. I meant to, but whatever. And what was it, like, sign up with Movies Anywhere and you got Jason Bourne for free? And it was like I guess it's been like a month ago. I finally watched it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's a reason they were giving it away.
It was kind of over with. That was the last one.
Like, it wasn't a terrible movie, but it wasn't anywhere near as cool as some of the other stuff.
Want to know what the Riot is doing right now? Follow them on Instagram and Twitter at riot.radiou.com. It's the worst of the Riot on Radio U.
I feel like, I don't fit in with young professionals very well for a couple of reasons. One, they all have better clothes than I do. I had to explain to a group of people the other day, they were like, where do you get all these superhero t-shirts? I was like, well,
all the graphic tees.
here's something you have to understand. this is what I wear to work.
Yeah.
And it's like, what? Like, you wear that to work? Like, yeah. Like, but what about when you want to feel good about yourself? Dress professionally. Like, no, this is it.
This is all we got.
This is it. I call it bum chic, but we can talk about that another time. The other thing that I see a lot of people wearing that I do not have is a smartwatch. See, Nikki fits right in. All those.
I'm still wearing I'm wearing a RadioU t-shirt today. But...
Yeah, so your uniform
and
a smartwatch.
I wear an Apple Watch.
I see a lot of people, more and more, I feel like wearing smartwear, and I am not a part of the group right now. It's not something I'm doing because I'm waiting for Google to come out with their version of a smartwatch.
I don't think that's true.
It's
did
not
you
true.
ever wear your Garmin, or did you ever get a watch from Garmin?
I never bought one. We demoed several Garmins.
That's it.
And so what's funny about Garmin was that's a GPS watch, and they would always be like, yes, and you can demo it, and they'd give you like a month with it or something. And then at the end of it, they're like, we'll give you the low purchase price of 5% off the actual price.
But did that have any other smartwatch features, or was it really just about the exercise with it?
It's just a GPS. Though I will tell you, spending time talking to my running friends, they all agree that while smartwatches can be good for tracking your run,
they're not as accurate as you think they are.
No, they are nowhere near as good as those $400 Garmin GPS watches. If you want, like, they're expensive for a reason.
Well, I didn't know if someone has one of the expensive Garmins. Like, do you wear that throughout the day as a watch, or is that only when you really go for a workout?
I don't know. Garmin does make a couple of versions of watches these days that look like watches. Whereas early on, they were like, hey, I've got this health monitor on my wrist. They were... I've carried a couple that were huge.
Well, these look pretty good. Apparently, Google is working on their version of a smartwatch for them.
So they have, of course, there's an Android watch OS called Wear OS, but Google themselves have not put out like their own version of it. So just like there's the Google Pixel phone, this is something that they believe will be called the Pixel Watch. And they're saying probably in stores by Christmas.
And it would have an AI, like a fitness coach.
Which, I mean, like, don't they all have that?
Yeah.
Yours has that, right?
Mine does, yeah. Apple Watch has it, and that's a feature of it. But for those who wanted it for the active side of things, they would want to make sure that it did.
Yeah. I don't think I want one.
They think the fitness app will be called Google Coach, and that will help you stay active and provide reminders throughout the day that you need to stay active.
The reason I don't wear a watch at all is that I already am so distractible that when I have a watch, the amount of time I will spend staring at what time it is absurd. And so my phone is already a watch for me, and I feel like the last thing I need is for my wrist to start reading me text messages. Yeah,
because you won't be staring at it looking at the time. You'll be staring at it looking at everything everybody's sending you.
So I'm literally trying to look at my phone less. The last thing I need is to put my phone on my wrist. Ugh, no. I personally can't handle that responsibility, but you might be able to handle it. Nikki can handle it. It's fine. I mean,
when someone says that, it sounds like your tone was like, it's not fine, but we're going to say it's fine. So if you have a Pixel, you might get a Pixel Watch. That might be coming soon.
I'd actually like to have a Pixel phone. I think the Google Pixel is an awesome phone, but it's cool.
Isn't it? They say it might even be able to look at your calendar data to make meal plans for you, to like pick what you want to eat.
You did not. You couldn't see me roll my eyes.
That it's like, and this is in partnership with Blue Apron. It's probably like that.
Think about it like this. Google right now knows everywhere that you go, where you drive, where you live, where you work, and what you look at on the internet. Now they want to know what you eat. What?
It's all a package deal.
Oh, my gosh.
Ever wonder what Nikki is doing when she isn't rioting? Find her Twitter feed at riot.radiou.com. Obadiah's is there too, but who cares what he's doing?
I don't get excited about food that often. It's a lie. I'm always excited about food, and I'm always talking about it.
That was a trap.
But, dude, McDonald's may have just... They got something, guys.
It's funny. Sauce can fix everything, right?
Oh, my gosh. It covers a multitude of problems.
So McDonald's has their buttermilk crispy chicken tenders. No interest in that.
No interest.
Like, if you're going to go get chicken at McDonald's, I usually go get a McNugget. Like, this is what you do.
That's what I do.
So those have been out for about a year, and they say it's fairly popular, but... Who knows?
I don't know what it is, but honestly, the idea of chicken fingers at McDonald's, no. I'm exactly where Nikki said. If I'm going for chicken, I want the McNugget.
Maybe they feel like it's a healthier option though than a McNugget, but I don't think it is. So based on that popularity, McDonald's has announced that they're doing a new flavor for the chicken tenders. It's a sweet and spicy honey barbecue glazed tenders.
Man, come on.
Yes. Boom! Boom! Boom!
It's a blowout, guys.
That's the honey. Boom!
Those are the fireworks of honey barbecue glaze in my mouth.
Sweet. Ah, spicy.
Oh my gosh, dude. There's nothing. Chicken fingers alone are amazing, but when you start tossing them in sauces.
And a honey barbecue glaze. So that is going to start
right now.
Nationwide. It just says next week, so it's not Monday. It just starts sometime next week.
No, this says August 20th.
The week of August 20th.
Is that
I think so.
Okay, all right. I've read that as just straight up August 20th.
It says the week of August 20th. It's a spicy and sweet honey barbecue sauce, brown sugar, chili pepper, garlic powder, and paprika.
Well, you know what? Then I want to make sure I'm the guy that's there at 10:30 a.m. on Monday. Like, where are
you have those?
The things?
So
honey barbecue, spicy, sweet chicken finger thing.
It looks pretty good, at least
it looks
based
delicious.
on the picture and the fact that we're so hungry and it's so early and they're not here. So they might not look as good when you go and order
You're
them.
saying if there were other options.
Well, and if our tummies were not so hungry, who knows?
I'm starving, dude.
So next week, sweet and spicy honey barbecue glazed tenders.
Yeah, come on. And you know what? I think I'm going to let myself have some French fries with those.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
It's a cheat day. Someone's having a cheat day.
Every day's a cheat day, Nikki. If you believe it.
If you plan it right.
If you plan it right, it's just like every day's leg day, every day's cheat day, every day's all days always.
It's the radio equivalent of going to McDonald's and ordering a fish fillet. Hey, that's one of my favorite things from McGee's. The worst of the riot on Radio U.
So about 20 seconds ago, someone just starts laughing over there. So, what's your thing?
Okay. Nikki and I often were like, man, I'm so hungry. And I am. I'm just starving this morning. I don't know why. Whatever.
Did you run this morning?
I did.
Well, yeah, of course you'd be.
So I'm hungry. And we're doing these stories about food. So we were talking about the McDonald's food, and Kristen just sent us some stuff about what's happening at Taco Bell, which we will get into because I already have the plastic down and the water bottle set.
You're ready to go.
But I swear for a second, I thought in that 21 Pilots song, he was saying, I can't believe how much I ate.
That's you hearing that? Is that something you're worried about here?
And then it's a song. That song changed completely for me. It's a guy who's like, I can't believe how much I ate, and he's hoping that maybe the jumpsuit will hide some of that.
It's like the outfit that you wear when you're really going out to eat.
And I actually want to say to him, like, listen, if you're afraid about how much you're eating, a jumpsuit is not the way to go because a jumpsuit's just going to show everything.
It's not as flattering.
It's going to show
like
everything.
Romper.
You need something that's a little more like a jacket, something that's going to give you a waist.
Something that makes it look like it's fall, but it's not, because that's the most complimentary time of the year.
I can't believe how much I ate. Jumpsuit. Cover me,
it's
please.
Just a slight change, and it really does mean something totally different.
It changes the meaning of the song. And think about it even more. Think about how it's about eating and you're lazy. It's like, I'll be right there. But you'll have
Stop changing the song. Now we won't be able to hear it without thinking that.
That's all I hear now. This is about a guy who's just laying there eating, and he's like, yeah. I'll be right there. It's perfect. I think that's what I finally unlocked the true meaning. Everybody's like, no. It's I can't believe how much I hate. Nope. It's not what it is. He can't believe how much he ate because it was comfort eating because of all the pressures in the new place he was in.
Now, I know that you want to find something deeper than that, but maybe that's as deep as it goes.
All right. It's about how they moved to L.A. and like there was a lot of pressure, and he's just like, I cannot believe how much I ate. It's something to think about. Should we talk about Taco Bell, or do we need a food break? We might actually need a food break.
Personally,
something in the middle.
Yeah, why don't we find something else?
Okay.
But then we do have news about Taco Bell. They're testing something, especially if you like something hot and spicy. It might be something for you.
Okay. Yeah. If you like to take the cleanse to another place.
Oh man. Oh my gosh, can you imagine?
Grab onto the bars, kids.
Waking up with the Riot makes your nightmares not seem so bad. Actually, you might want to just go back to sleep. Radio U.
Here's what I want to get. I want to get like everybody's pulse on this. You, Nikki, and then if other people want to jump in. I am what you call fair-skinned. That means that if I put my pinky out the door when the sun's out, it's burning red. That is my life.
But you don't look pale, like as pale as you say when it comes to getting burnt so fast.
I mean, I am not an albino. Is that even a word you're allowed to say anymore? I don't know.
I don't know.
I do not have.
You know, like we've met people that are like super pale and then they really, really, really burn and you can tell.
Yeah.
But I think maybe because you do go run outside in the dark.
Maybe that's keeping me.
You get a little light from the moon or something.
The moon is keeping me from being totally pale. I don't know. Like I have.
But you burn quickly.
I have melanin, but I do burn quickly. And I will tell you, though, this is going to sound ridiculous, but when I was in college, I had a day where I got burned badly, and I just decided on the spot, I was like, this is the last sunburn. This is my last bad sunburn. I am not getting burnt like this again. And so now I am shameless. Shirts, long sleeve shirts, hats, like whatever it takes. I'm not getting a sunburn because I hate being sunburned.
Yeah.
Now, tomorrow I got this thing I got to do outside in a field for hours, just me sitting around. I'm just a spectator, but I have to be there. And I was thinking about maybe doing that thing where you take an umbrella.
Yeah, why don't you?
Like people just take umbrellas and use them for shade. What do you think?
I think it sounds good.
Freak show?
No.
What's your deal,
no,
umbrella guy?
I've even seen, what store had it? It was really weird. Which is judgmental right then and there.
Well, we like to judge people.
It's that pop-up. It's like a pop-up tent. It looks like if you go get a spray tan, it kind of looks like the thing you stand in if you're going to get a spray tan. Yeah. And it also kind of looks like that mixed with if you went hunting for deer and it's like your little deer stand. Yeah, like your tree stand. But it was for you to take to sporting events so you could sit in there and be away from the elements. So it would cover you from the sun. And then if it started raining, you could put your chair in like this little complete tent cover thing.
I like the sound of that.
So maybe along those lines, that would look more ridiculous, I think, than the umbrella. But
well, there's no doubt about that. But I just, you know what? Where was I at the other day? And I saw somebody just holding an umbrella, and I thought,
it's not raining.
But see, here's the rough part is I remember making fun of somebody for holding an umbrella.
No. You totally could.
Yeah. I was just like, why do you have an umbrella? It's not raining. It's like, well, for shade. And it was like, you're ridiculous. And now I'm ridiculous.
Oh, do it. Totally.
All right. Well, look, if anybody wants to get in, text me and let me know where you're at.
If you get enough, it's okay. So then you'll do it.
No, Nikki, see, I'm strong.
I do what
I want. It's one of those things where, like, I'm more taking the pulse of people. I'm probably going to do it, even if you guys are like, man, you're so stupid. The problem is I already think I'm stupid. So you confirming it, that's just confirmation bias.
There must be freedom in that. You just don't care.
Yeah.
It's so amazing.
Oh, dude. Like, somebody tells me how dumb. There are things I care about.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things I don't. And me standing there with an umbrella and you making fun of me, I'll just look at you and say, yeah, well, you're the jerk.
Or you can join me under the umbrella and not burn together.
That's it. Like, you're jealous.
I know. That's all it's
you wish
from.
you had an umbrella, don't you? Yeah. Hey, or maybe you're like me. Anytime I see something new, I immediately make fun of it and talk about how stupid it is. And then a couple of hours later, I'm like, man, that's a great idea. I should do that.
Best idea ever.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'm a great person, guys. Be like me.
Send your complaints regarding that worst of the riot moment to Fire Obadiah at RadioU.com.
I was asking everybody, hey, what if I had to go to an event tomorrow where I had to be outside in the sun?
So, yeah.
And it was hot. And I was getting sunburned. You know, how would you guys feel about me carrying an umbrella around?
Would you feel weird if you're like, hey, there's Obi. What's he doing?
Why is he wearing that umbrella? Why is he carrying an umbrella? And because, I mean, I think it looks maybe, actually, I don't care. Like, I see people and I'm like, oh, they have an umbrella. That seems smart. It's to block the sun, not the rain. Mm-hmm. So I just wanted to get a little pulse, finger in the wind, see which way the wind is blowing. Taylor says, I'm so fair-skinned, I burn like a lobster after 10 minutes in the sun. Take the umbrella. All right, I like that. Okay,
One for that.
That's a vote for our team.
Mm-hmm.
Boone sent me an umbrella hat that he found on
now, Boone,
Amazon. It's an amazing hat.
But see, if you had the umbrella, I wouldn't have made fun of you. But if you were wearing the umbrella hat, I would think you looked a little strange.
Which, in fairness,
because it's like multicolored. It looks like a clown tent sort of thing.
It makes me want to wear it.
It does? You could do that?
It looks so ridiculous that it makes me want to wear it.
It's bad.
Boone also says it would pair great with my eating jumpsuit.
Earlier conversation.
Yeah, if you weren't here
Bonus
for that.
points, Boone.
Yeah, we like the crossover. And he says every time he goes to a festival, the Creation Festival, we went to that out in Pennsylvania, I always have a huge umbrella for shade. I'm fair-skinned. I hate to get sunburned. That's another one for me. Katrina says, I totally used an umbrella for shade during ball games. All right, man, I'm doing good here.
Everybody says yes.
I feel like if you are sitting with the umbrella for shade, it doesn't look weird.
Thanks, Charles.
Charles in Chicago and Kara in Columbus says, my acne medication makes me extremely prone to sunburns. And because of that, I've started to use parasols. I've been of the mindset that I would much rather deal with embarrassment for a short while instead of having a sunburn for a few days. All right, so it looks like I'm going to carry an umbrella.
Hey!
It's fine.
You want to bring a big one, or what are you going to bring?
Oh, you should see the umbrella I have.
A big shade one? Is it from your, what's the thing when you go outside, your patio set?
No, it's not that. It's a
people will be like, what's that?
It's a golf umbrella.
Oh, golf. Yeah, those are bigger.
Yeah, I picked it up at Costco, and I got like a golf umbrella and a normal-sized person umbrella in a pack. And for me, I'm just like, no, I like this golf umbrella.
The big one's good.
I love that thing, dude. It could be raining, and you don't even know it's raining. That's how big the umbrella is. You're just out there like, yeah, I got
totally
all day.
Fine.
I got all day.
The Riot is now accepting applications for a staff pastry chef. Please drop your resumes and an example of your work at the studio door, and we'll get back to you. Wink, wink. The Riot on Radio U.
You know who's sick and tired of America holding records? You know who's had it, Nikki?
Who?
I'll tell you who's had it. America's hat. The 51st state. Canada.
A lovely, lovely country.
They're tired of America running their mouth. So Canada's going to break some records. They unveiled yesterday the Yukon Striker.
Woo! Sounds like a soccer move.
Boy, it does, doesn't it? The Yukon Striker is coming to Canada's Wonderland, and it's going to be the world's tallest, fastest, longest dive roller coaster. It'll reach a speed of over 80 miles per hour.
What's it called again?
The Yukon Striker.
Yukon Striker.
Mm-hmm. So, Yukon Striker.
Yay!
Yukon.
And where at in Canada is it?
It's going to be in Ontario, and they say that from the very, very top of the roller coaster, you'll have an amazing view of the Toronto
Canada.
Skyline.
That'll be fun.
Actually, taking a look at it, is this like a computer rendering?
Yeah, it looks like it is.
Dude, it looks so cool. You actually go underground, like underwater at some point. That's cool, dude. And it's a steel coaster, obviously, but yeah, spectacular view of this Toronto skyline. It opens next year.
At Frontier, Canada.
Well, who doesn't want to go on the Frontier?
Sounds fun. It's a newly themed land that'll evoke the Klondike Gold Rush of the 19th century.
Cool. I've been to Kings Island. They got Frontier Land.
Is that the one?
I like walking through there, and
Well, it'll be just like that, but it'll be
Getting
a chance
whatever.
to experience their Frontierland.
Yeah, what's the Canadian frontier like? It's probably kinder, gentler, and has poutine.
It'll be lovely.
That sounds good.
Canada's Wonderland. So Wonderland is the name of the theme park.
And it is, as I understand it, owned by Cedar Fair that owns everything
they own
else.
it too. Boy, they bought everything.
I'm pretty sure. I love this text. Is that Canadian miles per hour, though? That's a great question.
Good question there.
I don't know what their name is, but that's a great question. Or yeah, right there. So, all right, Canada. There you go. 90-degree drop, 245 feet down. You'll go from, here you go, 0 to 130 kilometers per hour as you head into the underwater tunnel.
This will be the park's 17th roller coaster.
You know what? I don't know what it is. Something about that underwater tunnel.
You really like that part.
Yeah.
It'll be going so fast you won't even notice it.
But it's cool.
The Riot believes in truth, justice, the American way, and high-speed internet. No, faster. Radio U.
Movie Pass people. I canceled my Movie Pass and they restarted it, and I canceled it and they restarted it. And I have begun looking at other options for Movie Pass. Like, hey, is there another service that I could subscribe to get whatever? So far, if you want to know the truth, like with the way I've been going to the movies, $5 Tuesday has been my best alternative to Movie Pass.
But isn't every theater just $5 if it's early enough?
It really depends.
Depends on each place. But
It really does. Like I know there are some theaters during the week that if you go before like 3 o'clock, it's basically $5, which that's pretty much when we go to the movies because we're up before your grandma. That's just like the way it is, right?
In fact, sometimes we see her at the movies.
Dude, now that's some real talk. It's
You're
me.
like, oh, gosh.
It's me and a bunch of retired people watching a movie.
Yeah. You're like, oh, hey, hello, guys.
Good for them, I say. But there are other competing services out there.
I like the AMC one, but it's not convenient
It's not close enough
for all of their other theaters. So I liked the setup of it, though.
Yes.
And then the Cinemark one is near us.
But it's worthless.
It seems terrible.
It's
unless you go to the movies and just gorge on tons of food, like concessions, it might be something. But they're really not generous with the movie part, but they're trying to be generous with that side.
Arguably, if you go to the movies once a month, it pays for itself because
that's all they're letting you do.
Yeah, you go. You pay. Cinemark is $9. You get one movie ticket, and you get 20% off popcorn.
Woo!
Hold me back.
I couldn't possibly go more than that.
Hold me back.
But what's the other one? The
Cinemia is that's the one that a lot of people are looking at because it is the most like Movie Pass was in its prime.
Sinemia. Cinemia.
Yeah. So and everybody is looking at it now because they're doing a program where like if you can refer a friend, you'll get $10.
So someone who maybe used Movie Pass?
Mm-hmm.
So is it like Movie Pass where it's multiple types of companies of theaters?
Yeah.
Okay. Not like whereas AMC is just AMC.
Right. As I understand it, it works almost exactly the way that Movie Pass did. And they have, let's take a look at their plans and pricing. You've got a couple of different options, but like their one where you can see 3 movies a month is $15.
A month?
Mm-hmm. And then they've got another one that's $10 a month that lets you see 2 movies per month. But they say that this is their promo pricing.
Sure. So that means it'll go up.
Yeah.
They have a family plan. You can buy multiple tickets at the same time for the same film. So maybe if you always go with your same friends, you could use that.
Yeah. It's not...
It's not as good as what Movie Pass was.
Yeah.
Initially, even though it couldn't live on that.
That's exactly right. Movie Pass was killing it. So
makes you want to not have it. Makes you want to not do a monthly movie service.
You know what though? Like taking a look at it, if you really think about it, the old like $10 a month. If you get 2 movies, that would be, the freedom to basically do $5 Tuesday 2 times.
Yeah.
If you think about it like that, but 2 times that are not included in the $5 Tuesday thing. So, you could go on a Thursday afternoon or whatever, a Friday night, and still get it.
I guess my only thing is this. yes, you're saving a couple of dollars, but the hoops you have to sometimes jump through for these programs to save a couple of dollars might not be worth it. Just to be able to go to the movies whenever you want without their conditions.
Well, you know what? It seems like with Cinemia, it looks like they don't have conditions. So, like
until you get in.
Well, yeah, probably.
It's never like that.
You know what you're not going to like about it? What I already don't like about it is that you've got to. Oh, no. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. Well,
it's like waves. You're like, hey! Oh! Hey!
Well, it's because it takes a while to get through their limitations. So, okay, if you pay yearly, it's $10 a month. Fine.
You have a fee.
No, there's no setup fee if you pay yearly.
Okay.
But if you go monthly, you can do $10 a month, but you have to pay a $20 one-time setup fee.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, it's $10 a month, and you can cancel anytime.
Maybe I don't need it. I got a lot of monthly stuff already, guys.
I'm done. Like, unless I get to a point where I can sign up for the AMC thing, like, I'm out. I'm just going to go pay $5 or $6 or whatever, try the $5 Tuesday and kind of go from there. Because, I mean, this week I couldn't even go on Tuesday. I still haven't seen the Meg.
You're busy.
Thanks for listening to the Worst of the Riot podcast.
Oh, no! I missed it! Do it again!
You can hear us live every day on the RadioU network through the RadioU app or at riot.radiou.com.
It'll be like I'm spooning with a pillow.